a battle that separated two brothers who had nothing but hatred and bitterness for each other. Welcome to our channel, Fortune Focus, and this is the story of the sporting titans Adidas and Puma, as well as the family feud that fueled an entire industry. The origin story. Adolf Adi Dassler and Rudolf Rudi Dassler were brothers born 2 years apart in the German town of Herzogenaurach at the turn of the 20th century. After both brothers returned from World War I, they established Gebrüder Dassler Shoe Fabric, or Dassler Brothers Shoe Factory. The pair managed the company with moderate success, but their big break came when the 1936 Berlin Olympics opened. Despite the fact that the majority of the public supported the ruling Nazi party, Adi made it his mission to court the most impressive athlete in those games, African-American sprinter Jesse Owens. Owens would famously humiliate Hitler by sweeping 4 gold medals, but this didn't stop Adi from risking the wrath of the Nazi party by convincing Owens to wear the Dassler brothers' athletic shoes. Barbara Smits details Adi's reasoning for pursuing Owens. Despite the obvious dangers in her 2008 book Sneaker Wars, writing, Adi just had his obsession with sports at the complete exclusion of anything else. He picked Jesse Owens because he was a famous athlete. World War II and intensified tensions. Despite the brothers' success and increased sales as a result of their sponsorship of Berlin Olympics, tensions between them began to rise. They disagreed on business philosophy and practice, and their wives clearly disliked each other at home. This all contributed to a buildup of resentment that accumulated in what could possibly be the silliest and most serious miscommunication in corporate history. According to legend, Adi and his wife were hiding in a bomb shelter during one of the Allies' World War II bombing raids. Rudy and his wife dashed into the room to join them. As they passed, Adi could be heard saying, "The dirty bastards are back again," referring to the Allied warplanes. Rudy, however, was convinced that Adi was referring to himself and his wife and never forgave his brother for the insult. Rudy was arrested by the Allies later in the war on suspicion of working for the Gestapo. Rudy suspected that his own brother had tipped him off. This was not, as it turned out, paranoia getting the best of him. It was later confirmed by a report filed by an American investigator. As a result, Rudy spent time in a POW camp while Adi sold shoes to American soldiers. Rivals for life. As World War II came to an end, it became clear that the two brothers could no longer work together. Rudy decided to start his own athletic shoe company and built his factory directly across the river from Adi's. He wanted to name the company Ruda after a combination of his first and last names Rudy and Dassler. He quickly changed it to Puma when he realized it was a much better name. With sole ownership of the original company, Adi decided to change the name as well. He stole the first and last name device and renamed his company Adidas. Herzogenaurach experienced both a blessing and a curse as a result of the split. Economically, it was a boom, with both plants providing jobs for anyone in town who wanted them. But the social ramifications went beyond anything anyone had seen or experienced before. The two companies were more than just rivals. They treated each other and their employees as if they were the enemies. Everyone had to pick a side, and there was no mingling with the enemy. The townspeople dubbed themselves bent necks because they had to look down to see what type of shoe someone was wearing before they could say hello or be friendly with them. The illusion. Many have written that the brothers' fierce and bitter hatred for each other can be attributed to their success over the years. If it hadn't been for this, neither would have been as successful as they were. But while their focus on each other fueled their success in the early decades, it was also the source of their near bankruptcy in the later ones. Neither Adidas nor Puma were able to recognize or plan for the threat that Nike presented. Nike decimated both companies in terms of market share and brand identity in the 1980s and early 1990s. Puma was later purchased by Gucci, which is possibly the only reason it still exists today. The Dassler brothers died 4 years apart in the 1970s, their feud unresolved. They're buried at opposite ends of the same Herzogenaurach cemetery as they were in life. And with that being said, it's time to end our video. What do you think about this brand rivalry? Let us know in the comment section below. Like this video and make sure to subscribe to the channel for more amazing videos like this. We'll see you in the next video.